Tonight we had 3 Continental Classic League matches, and in case you're colourblind, I'll let you know it was 2 gold and 1 blue, but in my opinion it was just 3 brown, because this Classic Continental League tournament absolutely is shite. Welcome back, guys, to Fog Wrestling, with league matches, with Wrestle Dynasty qualifiers, with a Ring of Honor World Championship match that means absolutely nothing. We had it all tonight on Dynamite, and we cared about absolutely none of it. So yeah, there's a Wrestle Dynasty qualifier tournament with the winner. I don't know what they're getting, but they're getting something. Jamie Hayter taking on Queen Anamata. Big surprise. Who's going to win that one? Wow, I cannot take a guess. With Chris Jericho defending against Tomohiro Ishii. Just 2 guys well into their 50s, looking slow, looking out of shape. Just not a good match for a belt that nobody cares about. And then we had the 3 league matches. Gold League, Brody King versus Darby Allin. Gold League, Claudio Castagnoli versus Ricochet. And the Blue League, Shelton Benjamin versus Mark Briscoe. And you know what? The only thing I will say is I thought there was some surprises with the winners in the league tournaments, but at the end of the day, I mean, who really cares? Losing tonight doesn't mean you can't win the league. It's just this round robin format where they try not to bury anyone, but if you're having all your top guys lose week in, week out to each other because they're taking on fellow top guys, then that's the kind of issues that you're going to have. And we just seen Darby Allin come back at full gear looking for Moxley. He was in a car crash. He busted open, full speed, bang. And what happens? Does he get Moxley tonight? Does he get revenge tonight? Does he look like a serious threat to Moxley's world title tonight? No. He loses to Brody King, a fucking jobber that's never won anything. You've got Ricochet. Comes in. Supposed to be a big deal. Going to get the big push in AEW. They're going to treat him like the guy that WWE never did. And how does Ricochet get on tonight? Well, he loses to Claudio Castagnoli, a guy that's done nothing, a guy that is just there to be a mid-carder, just a minion in Moxley's faction. So, nothing for Ricochet tonight, and we just seen him lose in a really mediocre match at Full Gear against Takeshita, aka Takeshita. So, I mean, yeah, just tonight, I thought it really dropped the stocks for Ricochet and Darby Allin. I mean, Benjamin got a win against Mark Briscoe, but I mean, it's Mark Briscoe. He should be getting a win over Mark Briscoe. We had Jamie Hayter defeating Queen Anamata, and we had Chris Jericho's reign of terror on Dynamite with the Ring of Honor World Championship continues. So that's what happened to the matches, but you know what? Let's just get into the start of the show.
Really? Can we not just end it there and go to bed? Is that where we can no end it?
No, because all these Continental Classic League matches are going to last about 20 minutes. Therefore, our review needs to be 20 minutes. Will we go to a 20-minute time limit draw in this review, or will somebody win it before?
Well, you certainly can't win reviewing Dynamite, so it's going to be a draw or a loss, I'm afraid. But yeah, these tournaments suck. Dynamite Dynasty. Why does MJF care about getting a fake ring? 1 minute he's like, wrestling's fake and I'm a movie star, and then, oh, I need to get my little Dynamite ring. Slap the head clean off him, man. As for these Continental Classic tournaments, we see right through it. This is, these 12 guys can all wrestle, and this is an excuse to have them wrestle each other for the next 6 weeks and do their wee flippy dippy doo-doo. It's pish. No one cares. And why is Okada fine with his belt being pretty much up for grabs, and he's in it?
Yeah, I'm confused. Is Okada being stripped of the belt and he's trying to win it back, or is he defending the belt? Either way, he's not got the belt. The belt's sitting at ringside, which I thought was strange.
Where's the scene last? Like, where is Daniel's like, oh, your wee buddies, the Young Bucks, they've tucked their tails between their legs and they've left after losing the private party. You're all alone, and you know what? I'm going to take advantage of this. And I'm gonna make you defend your championship in a 12-man tournament. Why not that? No, because like, bitch. But no, he puts him in this tournament. He just accepts it, man. He's a heel.
Shut up, bitch.
He is the 2 things that you it guarantees him to be pissed off. He's a heel, and he's also he's a heel with some like authority because he's in the Elite. It's all Elite wrestling.
But the Elite's dead.
No, the Elite is dead, but come on.
No, what are you on about? No, actually it's dead. The Young Bucks are gone and Jack Perry just lost his belt. And Jack Perry didn't care about losing his belt. He wasn't even on the show tonight. And
Name me a time.
neither was Okada, to be honest.
Name me a time in the past, right, when a champion or any championship, right, a heel champion got forced to defend their title in circumstances that were way out of their control and the odds were against them, and there wasn't even a promo about it.
But there is no heels today in professional wrestling or faces. It's just guys who wrestle, isn't it? So it is what it is. Heart Syndicate are here. MVP says when he gives you a business card, it's a golden ticket. So yeah, if you like Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, who knows? Maybe you'll get to go to MVP's Chocolate Factory if he gives you that golden ticket, buddy. I mean, Bobby Lashley, Shelton Benjamin, they teamed up with MVP. What has it gotten them in the last few years? Absolutely nothing. You got nothing. So, I don't know if it's really a golden ticket, but we'll find out tonight. Shelton Benjamin takes on Mark Briscoe, and he picks up the win. Nobody, absolutely nobody, surprised about this. How long did the match last? Honestly, I don't know, but it didn't go anywhere near 20 minutes, so I'm grateful for that.
Yeah, Mark Briscoe looking meffed out as per usual. I mean, Shelton Benjamin looks good, right? I think Shelton Benjamin looks really good. But I tell you what, the reality is, he's like 49. You know, it's like
ain't no stopping me now. Old age is stopping you, unfortunately.
The ship is absolutely sailed. Like, it's just no good enough.
No, it's no. But
this should have happened. Like, see Benjamin. See once it failed in WWE. See instead of going to ECW, guy should have went to TNA. No, I think so. The ECW run was awful. I think he could have went to TNA and done something.
What did he do?
I don't know. I think Shelton Benjamin for like 6 years did nothing. Did he go to TNA?
No.
No, he definitely didn't. He definitely didn't. But anyway, let's move.
He was getting to wrestle Undertaker on SmackDown. Why the fuck would you leave?
The gold standard. Anyway, it's what it is, right? Tony Schiavone, he welcomes Mercedes Moné and Camille to the state. Schiavone, what was his exact words about what she did at the Full Gear pay-per-view? It was something like, you flipped the wrestling world on its head. Oh, yeah, that's what she did. Utter BS for Schiavone. Think of pay-per-views this guy's commentated on that have literally flipped the wrestling business on their head. You know, the NWO foreman, for a start, Goldberg's streak falling apart, things like that, mega matches, you know what I mean, like Goldberg defeating Hogan for the belt, you got DDP winning the belt, you got Lex Luger defeating Hollywood Hulk Hogan, all this crazy stuff in WCW, and this guy wants to say that Mercedes Moné winning a throwaway match on the pay-per-view against Chris Statlander is ground, and it flips the wrestling world on its head.
Where's Shelton Benjamin when you need him? I'm trying to figure out just how long that match lasted, but I can't get an official time.
Well, let me get an official refuel here, because Mercedes Moné goes to fire Camille, and Camille's like, why don't you just shut up? I quit. And then you've got Mercedes Moné acting dumbfounded.
Yeah, as if it's a big deal. It's like, why do you care? You were just going to fire her anyway, so what's it matter to you?
No, this.
And honestly, if she's so bad and if she fucking isn't capable of getting the job done, then why do you want to lose her by your side? Doesn't make any fucking
sense. This is like, you know, in a movie or whatever, man, you know, this person's he wants to kill this person, and the person they want to kill just shoots himself and they start freaking out. It doesn't make any sense, man. Yeah, she fired herself. What did he do? Why would she be greeting about this? Literally just, the 2-minute promo beforehand was burying Camille, like, oh, you've done nothing for me, it was all me that did it at the pay-per-view, it's always been me, you've been nothing but a hindrance to me. So, reel it in, Mercedes Moné, man. Anyway, match 2, Chris Jericho, Tomohiro Ishii. Slow, as you said earlier, two guys well into their 50s, just stinking out the joint.
Well, I'm assuming that guy's into his 50s, I don't know what age he is.
Jericho's what, 54? Tomohiro Ishii, I mean, well, let's be honest, man. Let's say the guy into his 50s. I say there's more chances into his 60s and his 40s. This guy looks done.
We do have some time limits here. Continental Classic Blue League match in the opening. Benjamin defeated Briscoe in 11 minutes and 44 seconds.
Too long.
No
one wants to see a 12-minute match kick off the show.
Then it was Chris Jericho. He took on Tomohiro Ishii, and after 3 Judas effects, and there was quite a lot of blood in this match, and just a hard hitting match where everyone was bloodied. And I mean, is it really hard hitting, or is it just not safe? Because I mean, Angle, Benoit, they used to work stiff, but you never seen them really bruised and bloodied.
No.
See if you're working a match, right, and you're bleeding and it's not for a spot that should cause blood, then you're a bad worker in my eyes. This isn't Jericho bust it in the mouth, Ishii bust it in the nose. And it's not like blade jobs, it's like legit bust it open.
Yeah, I think your mouth bleeding is one thing, because you can get kicked and you bite your gum or your tooth hits your gum. I think I can forgive those ones, but it's when you see them coming out of matches and like their chest is like beetroot red.
And it's hanging off.
I mean, it's like they've been bloody whipped, upon belief. Like, and I don't like that style of wrestling, man. At the end of the day, it's supposed to be a TV show. When I watch my TV shows, I don't want them to actually kill each other.
No, definitely not. So it is what it is. But Jericho defeats Ishii, so there you go. 13 minutes and 15 seconds. He retains.
I mean, look at 25 minutes of wrestling, probably in the first 45 minutes of the show?
Yeah, then we get Renee Young backstage with Swerve and Prince Nana. She wants to know if Swerve's going to rebuild after his loss to Big Bobby Lashley. Swerve said he's never been hit that hard. Then Max Caster walks past and laughs at him, says he's going to cut a wee freestyle, and he says, "You're like a house of fire," or should I say, a house fire. He claims that that's a bar, and then Swerve beats him up, so...
Awful. Max Caster's raps haven't been good in a good few years, man.
And people say he's better than Cena.
When did Cena botch?
Cena's got a bloody album. What's Max Caster got?
No, better than Cena, man. Anyone ever listen to Bad Man? Cena's shits over this. This is a Bad Man.
Cena's calling out all these rappers, man. I mean, what's Max Caster doing? And sitting in Tony Khan's house? Singing them songs?
The only criticism I would actually have of Cena is that I think his raps go on too long. But if you can rap for like 3 minutes straight every week, you're doing something right without botching.
Yeah. Anyway, we've seen this guy come out and completely just restart and then stop. Remember that week he stopped the rap? He's quit it because he didn't have anything to say.
Oh, yeah.
That was really embarrassing.
Well, that adds to the realism.
Realism, my ass. Hangman Adam Page is in the ring. He says he's going to keep his end of the deal. Christian failed, and Page says that, tonight he's going to do what he should have done a long time ago, be world champion. And he said it should never have been Swerve, Brian, Mox. It should all have been Page. Then we get the Switchblade. Jay White comes out and says, "Well, I've beaten you the last 2 times, so it should be me that's world champion." Then we get Moxley's crew come out and they start attacking them. So the numbers game is there. You got Moxley, you got Wheeler Yuta, you got the Bastard Pack. I don't think we had Claudio because I think he was getting busy to wrestle Ricochet, so we didn't get Claudio, if I remember correctly. And then we get Marina Shafir. She attacks Switchblade, goes for a clothesline. Switchblade ducks. Switchblade gets her in position for the Switchblade. Moxley then comes out, grabs him in a chokehold, saves Marina Shafir, and then she starts striking Switchblade, then does a couple of like judo tosses on Switchblade, then puts him in some sort of weird sleeper hold where it just looked fucking weird. It didn't. I mean, it is. I mean, it looks like she's grabbing his head like and forcing him into her chest area. It's like what kind of chokehold's that?
Yeah.
No,
and his eyes were open. They were saying he was falling asleep.
What kind of chokehold's that? It just looks fucking weird. It's like it looked more like she was hugging him rather than choking him out.
Yeah, but see, unless you were China, right? See, like 20, 25 years ago, see if like a woman was doing this to like a man, it would have felt like demeaning. It would have felt like, oh, he's being embarrassed here.
Just
but
like
here it's like, oh, she's a massive threat.
Do you think he demanded $400k off Tony Khan to job it to her here, like Jeff Jarrett did?
Well, I mean, he probably could, and Tony Khan would have doubled it, but I don't think he did. At the end of the day, but I mean, honestly, it's like. See Jay White, I mean, I think the guy's got a bit of a build to him compared to other guys on the roster, but it's not a good look for me, him getting choked out by her.
No, it's not.
It's not. Anyway, but we've got Claudio up next against Ricochet. This wasn't a good look. Now, Wrestle Headlines gave this a 3 1/4-star match. I thought this match was pretty poor.
Yeah, this was shite. I didn't like it. I thought it was crap. It was very slow, very botchy. Ricochet looked off his game. Claudio looked off his game. To me, this was a stinker of a match, but some people liked it. I did not like it. It went 13 minutes and 1 second. So just
Ricochet's got one style, and that's 100 miles an hour. For whatever reason, this match was 0.
yeah, I don't know. Ricochet's last 2 matches have tanked. And speaking of getting tanked, Ricochet loses here to a clothesline. He almost didn't beat the count. And you see at this point, why wouldn't you just have him lose to the count out? I think that would make more sense.
No, I'd probably agree with that. I mean, Claudio's not known for doing a clothesline finisher.
This is not a clothesline for hell, Bradshaw style. I think it'd be better off just having him lose to the count out, and that way you kind of protect him. Claudio still gets his 3 points. But no, Claudio gets his 3 points. Ricochet's now lost back-to-back matches, and it's just, I don't know, it's a bit weird. Plus, people are saying, well, how the fuck can you get tombstoned on the steel steps and then, this clothesline beats you? And it's kind of true, like.
No, well, that is the problem. But, I mean, there was just suicide dives that were so slow. It's just, I think he was wearing a different attire tonight, Ricochet, and I think he wasn't used to it or something.
Right, Adam Cole comes out with the Kingdom.
Bye-bye.
We need to find out who's in the Kingdom.
Yeah, we actually, we made a bet during this show for 100,000, because, we made the money, saying that if we guessed the 2 guys' names correctly, we'd get the money. Are we going to get that money? I went with Trent Barretta, with no idea who the other guy was.
I got one right.
Who was it?
Mike Bennett.
Who's the other guy?
Matt Taven.
Who the hell is he? You know what, he did look... But look, Mike Bennett and Trent Barretta look quite similar.
Apparently Wardlow's in this as well, but he wasn't there.
Well, I know Wardlow, but... Anyway, Adam Cole, right?
So I plucked that out. Where's my 100k?
See Adam Cole, he must have trained... See why people train in the dungeon, right? This guy must have trained in Ethiopia or something, because there's no excuse for being this small.
Concentration camp or something?
Aye, something like that. Honestly, this guy must have had a diet of
rations.
Hee-haw.
Once a week.
I honestly, man, I don't get this.
I don't like... Every time I see
the way Britt Baker was a dentist, was he just getting mouthwash?
He looks frail and sick and just doesn't look like a professional wrestler, man. You
know the way you look at people, the way like Brock during a match punched Strowman, he was like, chill out. I think if Brock Lesnar punched Adam Cole, he'd kill him.
Probably would. Anyway, Kyle O'Reilly came out, he wants to kill MJF. Adam Cole and O'Reilly are arguing over who should get to face MJF.
I want to enter first.
MJF then appears on the Titantron. He
thinks he is somebody.
He says he's focused on the Dynamite Dozen Battle Royal next week, and then he plays them out on the piano. Then both Cole and Kyle enter the tournament. Battle Royal, whatever it's called. Dynamite Dozen. I mean, fuck.
Who cares? Some jobber tournament for a ring, man.
Yeah, up next we have Jamie Hayter versus Queen Animata, and this is to get into the finals next week of the finals of this Wrestle Dynasty something tournament. Don't really care what it is. We all knew that Jamie Hayter was going to win. Even this match lasted pretty long. Jamie Hayter defeats Queen Animata in 9 minutes and 18 seconds.
Yeah, again, I just don't really... Jamie Hayter, where was she in that list? Like 25th or something? We did the top under 30 sort of thing. So, I mean, Queen Amanita, where's she going? It's a throwaway match at the end of the day.
Throwaway, I think.
I'll be fair, I don't think it was that sloppy. Normally women's matches are really poor.
I'm just surprised Tony gave them almost 10 minutes on Dynamite.
Yeah.
That's
but that's the problem, man. Like, the shortest match today triumphs the longest match back in the day.
Aye.
The purpose was you have a television show with short matches and you build up towards the pay-per-view where the feud warrants long matches. Today, it's back to front. Like, that's not really to suggest, by the way, that the pay-per-views have got 5-minute matches, because they really don't, but it's like, what are we doing here? Racing our ping pong, my friends, because doing 20-minute matches on TV and a 2-hour show, it's abysmal.
Yeah, I don't like it.
See back on Nitro. See when Nitro was 3 hours, man. I'm not even exaggerating. I think you used to get about 13 matches on Nitro.
That's good though.
Aye. See now though, you get like what, 4, 5, 6.
But we see it with Raw as well. Raw went 3 hours, and then you just get the boring, dragged out matches that last through like 3 commercial breaks, like every single one.
Then they had that fetish. Oh, let's do a 9-man gauntlet that takes up 5/6 of the show. Oh, that's a brilliant idea, isn't it?
Yeah, I know, that was bullshit. Never liked that, but it's what it is. Then we got Don Callis backstage with Kyle Fletcher. Then we go to Amina Sharakiwa, sit down with Renee Paquette. She calls the real Mariah May. The real Mariah May. She's selfish. Says she's going to introduce her to the real Mina. And then Mariah May attacks her with the champagne bottle and whacks her with the title a few times. And this is going to happen in 2 weeks at AEW Dynamite Winter. Winter is coming. So, they're still trying to rip off Game of Thrones, even though that finished a long time ago. Who knows? But apparently in 2 weeks, Winter is coming.
I'll tell you what, like, they might need the Game of Thrones to lead them in instead of the Big Bang Theory. Because the Big Bang Theory's dropped off.
Right.
They need something bigger.
Sheldon Cooper's run. It's over.
It's over, folks.
Then we get the 5th match, Continental Classic Gold League match, main event. Darby Allin taking on Brody King. And Brody King actually wins with a Ganzo bomb. He defeats... Now, yeah, I mean, I get it. He's dropping Darby Allin on his head, so that probably helps win a match. But just wasn't expecting Darby Allin to win this. Especially how we've seen Full Gear end, with him coming in the car, looking for Moxley, just to job out tonight in the main event. I mean, to me, this wasn't a main event level match.
No.
But, I mean, maybe they think it's worthy of a main event because there was a surprise.
Like, Brody King won, right? But it's like, you're right, Darby Allin, man, he came in driving a car, road rage. See, when Austin came back after getting run over, he didn't have a match against, Tiger Ali Singh, did he?
No.
In some tournament? No, he wanted blood. He wanted revenge, and...
Anyway, somebody that wants blood is Cascanoli, because he comes out with a chair after the match. Looks like he's going to attack Darby Allin. But then Brody King gets back in the ring, wraps a chain around his fists, and it looks like he's there to protect Darby. He's willing to go down with the ship, and I don't know why he's willing to protect Darby Allin. What have they got in common? I don't know. Brody King's covered in tattoos. Darby Allin's covered in face paint. Is that the connection here between the two? But Brody's never really showed anything. Although, I mean, we did get a promo about a month ago with Brody King and Darby Allin. Now, maybe some people could say this is long-term booking, or that could just be a coincidence, but...
well, I forgot.
Darby Allin hit him with a brick. What are you talking about?
Yep, when?
About a month ago.
Wait, like a brick in a suitcase, or was it an actual brick?
An actual brick, and I don't know, it was for a match against something. I can't remember. Anyway, who cares? Who fucking cares? Brody King saves Darby Allin, and Dynamite goes off the air with Brody King and Claudio Cascanoli staring each other down. These two guys shouldn't be ending a show. Absolutely not.
No, they shouldn't be, but they did. And it's tragic.
Anyway, we're going to end our review. Unfortunately, I didn't really want to end it talking about Claudio and Brody King, but we can only end it with the options that Tony Khan gives us.
I don't have one positive about this, It's just a bunch of matches. And the storyline that was half intriguing at the end of Full Gear, which, by the way, I wasn't that bothered by. It's like, it just feels dead.
Right, well, I'll give you my positives then. MVP, don't mind the guy. I like the Hurt Syndicate, but I'm not convinced that they're going to go anywhere. Shelton Benjamin, I'm glad he picked up a win and didn't get jobbed out to Mark Briscoe, who, let's be honest, did pretty well in this tournament last year, has been a champion over the last year as well, so yeah, nice to see Benjamin win that. That's probably where I'm drawing the...
That's where I'm drawing blanks, buddy.
Yeah, I think that's pretty much it.
Yeah, I mean, there's not... What is there really to say at the end of the day? It's
bunch of throwaway matches.
It's just a show that's shite.
Yep, yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
I'll give it a 1 out of 10.
I'll give it a... It was alright. Like, I'm not going to sit here and say it was shite. I'll give it a 3. 3 out of 10.
I gave NXT a 3 and I was like, I don't even know what I've gave it this. Is that the sort of logic you've went with here?
I don't think it was anything overly bad. It's just nothing good, really, wasn't there?
I thought it was nothing. A waste of 2 hours like it is every week.
Well, that means you're giving it a 1, I'm giving it a 3. That's a 2 out of 10.
That's great, isn't it? That's a fantastic rating.
That is. Anyway,
We'll be back soon. Whoa!
20-minute time limit drama.
Wait, whoa! Prediction, what's the rating going to be? 629. No idea what the competition is, but it doesn't really matter these days, does it?
6 607.
6. Oh, that's low. Anyway, till then, how low can it go?